Greetings and salutations, YouTube. This is Fragments of Memory, aka your friendly neighborhood armchair philosopher. I've been watching the state of the black sector of YouTube and even just paying attention to what's going on with the ascendancy of President Donald J. Trump. And what I'm seeing is many black YouTubers have talked about us being a permanent underclass. And I noticed that we are the most hated people on the planet. Even the black people that come from the African continent, the Caribbean, don't like us. In fact, they look at us as though we are some type of disease being, as though we are some beings that have been quarantined on some island or something, or in some area where we have this really bad disease. And we seem to be the only group on the planet without a language, without a culture, without economic resources or opportunities for real. We're just sort of vagabonds, you know? And that messes with my head. And then I see all this inward fighting, all this internal strife between black men and black women. And I realize this is what you have when you have a people who basically have nothing to look forward to. It's like we don't have a future. And all we seem to be able to do and be content with is playing the blame game. And I feel like we're just blame gaming ourselves into oblivion. So as the Hindenburg is crashing and burning, we're on the bridge of the ship fighting about who's right and who's wrong. And we only seem to want to be concerned about who's right and who's wrong, when we need to realize that, one, racism, white supremacy is still in the background. Now, I'm not trying to blame all white people or attack white people, but I do recognize that racism, white supremacy is a reality. And this is where you get all your ills of colorism and racism and all the other isms that happen within the black collective community. And the reason I say collective, because there's actually something this YouTuber Simone56 always talked about, was we're not really a community. Because a community means we are in communication with one another, we are communing with one another, we're fellowshipping with one another, but we're not fellowship. There's no real fellowship with us. Black men don't like each other, black women don't like each other, and then black men don't like black women, and vice versa. And all we seem to be doing is just blame gaming each other as we're headed to the pit. And it's sad. It is freaking sad. There's so much blame and nobody wants to take ownership. And even if the person takes ownership, what in the hell's bells are we gonna do? That's just how I look at it. What else? It's depressing. It depresses the hell out of me. It depresses me when I see other cultures come to the United States and thrive. And here we were born on US soil and can't make it. And we're too content to throw one another up under the bus just to get the crumbs. And what really trips me out is I was once dating a woman, this is back in the day, and she always seemed to love foreign cultures more than black culture. She always loved foreigners. She always said she felt safer around foreigners than around other black people. And as I get older, I understood why now. They have a structure, they have something to go to, where we don't. And it's depressing. I mean, Sergeant Willie P., AKA Black Diaspora, he's very observant, he's very keen. Even that young lady, Chrissy, of Divine Dark Skin, keen observers on both the male and female, of the male, female, or guy and girl sort of thing, woman, man perspective. But on the real, they have no solutions for either side. And all we can do is just pray we don't get to that pit. That's how it seems to me right now. Because I have no solutions. I can see the problems, but I can't see the solutions. I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. All I see is darkness and despair. Somebody help me, please. Alrighty, well, that's my 2 cents. rate, subscribe, leave your feedback, whatever. Peace.